All right, everybody, what's going on? You know what we're doing tonight? We're doing some French fries. Just pulled those out of the deep fryer, and we're doing some deep fried alligator bites. And so the plan was actually to do gator ribs today, right? But I had a wheel bearing in the front of my truck go out today, and so I had to fix that. And I went ahead and fixed both of them, do the brakes and all that, so it tied me up on time. Came back home. My daughter's new bed came in, so we started putting the bed together, and it kind of threw me off on time. So you can't start ribs at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So, so the ribs are going to go on tomorrow. So the ribs have been marinating in buttermilk now for about 30 hours. And so after I get done tonight, I'm going to actually pull those out the buttermilk, and I'm going to season them and let the seasoning sit in. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even set on that. But I'll tell you what. So what I thought is I already started thawing out some gator bites. And I said, you know what? Tonight would just be a good night. The kids are like fixing up their new bedrooms and all that kind of stuff. Let me do some French fries and some gator bites. And so I threw the gator bites into the buttermilk I think it was about 5 o'clock this afternoon. So they've been sitting there for about 5 hours. So I'm going to take those out. I put me an egg wash together, which the egg wash is 2 eggs and a cup of buttermilk. Okay. And I also put salt, pepper, garlic, and I put pecking order from Casa M Spice in here. And then I got some flour, and I put salt, pepper, garlic, and pecking order in here also. So that way all the elements have the spice in it, and it should season these gator bites up really good. So I just pulled the fries out. They're all nice and crispy. I love crispy fries. So we're going to throw these gator bites in. We're going to do a double dip. And so anyway, who we got on? I know we got Bob Phillips, Lewis, Tony, Chaz, Monty Page. What's Monty Page doing? I haven't seen Monty Page in a while. Lenitra Owens, Michael, Isaac, Amanda. What is going on? So anyway, if you guys Bayou Rick, what's happening? So have you guys had deep fried gator bites before? Have you ever done them? So I mean, it's real simple. We really just, you don't even necessarily have to marinate the gator. As long as it's a nice tender loin part of the gator tail, you should be good. Chaz, what's up, buddy? Shannon Castle, are you hungry yet? That's right. Are you hungry? I'm actually starving. The kids are hungry. They've been working on the bedrooms all night. At least one of them has. Kevin C, what's up? Hans, Bruce, Kenny, Nate, what's up? All right, look, I'm going to get on this. I know some of you guys are coming in a little bit after I started. So instead of the ribs, because I got behind schedule today, I'm throwing on gator bites tonight. And that's it. Tony Armstrong, they are delicious. That's right. Russell, John, Jack, grilling in the Atix. All right, and then I can't see. Luke Powers, 1969. Jim. So we got a good bit of people on between Instagram and Facebook. I can't tell how many people are actually on because of the apps that I'm using. But if you could share the feed, it'd be truly appreciated. If you could like the feed, I'd truly appreciate it. Joe, I seen the new Pit Boss Memphis Ultimate Grill and curious about thoughts. So if you're talking about the Pit Boss that's like this one, but the new version, I saw it up here at Lowe's, and I it actually, in some ways, it looked like it was smaller, but I think it just might be longer, and it's just kind of like deceiving. So I would actually I'm going to take a tape measure up to Lowe's and measure it and see just what the difference is, because it just feels different. Like this one is just 2 foot wide, and that at a year ago was the biggest one they had. But now this year, I know they made some changes. I just don't know exactly what the changes are. So Joe says he's never made the Gator. Mike Selly, how you doing, bud? Rockin' Ryan Olson. Looking forward to the program. Peace out. All right, so look, let me get this started. We got the oil is ready to go. Look, like I said, the Gator has been sitting in buttermilk. The bites have been sitting in buttermilk for about 5 hours. What we got going on? All right. So like the Gator bites have been sitting in buttermilk for about 5 hours. So I'm going to take them out of here, shake them off, and I'm going to dip them in the buttermilk egg wash. Throw them in the flour that's got the seasoning in it. Throw them back in the egg wash. Throw them back in the flour and then dip them in. All right. So it only takes a few minutes for Gator to cook in the deep fryer. Let me see what we got going on here. All right. So anyway, so as you can see, I still got my ribs in here. So, but like I said, I got Gator bites in here too. So let me pull these Gator bites out. And I'm just going to tear them because I didn't bring my butcher block out here. So I'm just going to tear some in half. That's how tender it is. It just tears in half. Just going to throw them right there. See that? Yeah, these are going to be good. These are going to be real good. All right. Can y'all see okay? I can't see the typing from back here. But yeah, this buttermilk has really done a good job on marinating this. But look at these ribs. These ribs have been soaking. I'm going to probably take these off later on tonight, drain them, season them up, and get them ready for the smoker tomorrow. But all right, we got that. All right, so look, we got all this Gator meat. It's a good bit of Gator meat, man. I don't even have to cut it. It tears in half pretty. That was a little. Let me see what we got here. I just want to get the bites, have them kind of like not too big, but not too small. You know, when you get to these Gator bites, these nuggets, they're not always the same. You go one pack, they're small, one pack, they're big. But that's okay. Okay, so anyway. So look, I'm going to let me just throw a couple in the buttermilk. So this is butter and egg. All right. And then throw them in the flour. There you go. So like I said, you take that, you just flop it around in there a little bit. Get it nice and coated. And then you want to throw them back in the egg wash, back in the flour, back in the egg wash, back in the flour. Now I know people who actually mix the buttermilk with the flour. So I don't do it that way. Not saying I never would, but I just haven't done it. But so here, let's get this coated with some flour. I'm going to take this one glove off. so I can grab stuff without getting stuff all over it. And then we're going to just throw it down into the fire, the oil. There you go. Alright, so look, see everything gets nice and coated. It's kind of gooey, right? Because you got all this different stuff going on. So in case you're just coming on, this is our gator bites. You just kind of lay them down in there. If I had a cameraman, we could look down in the grease, but we don't. It doesn't take too long, a few minutes, probably about 4 minutes, I guess, if I had to guess. Alright, so look, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to grab a fork, and so I can mix that flour back up. Alright, so I just want to mix this back up. So make sure we have enough flour. So anyway, alright, I can't lose track of time, but yeah, you can use panko breadcrumbs too. And I thought about doing that, but it's late at night and I didn't want to complicate things any. I don't use panko for deep frying too much, but I mean, I grew up in Maryland and they use panko on the shrimp when they do deep fried shrimp, so I am familiar with that. Brian Bailey, what's up? Who else is on here? Rich, Matt, Jason, what's up? Boys and girls. Alright, I ain't gonna steal your line, Jason. Art, what's going on? Bob Phillips. Used to get gator and frog legs in the local Cajun restaurant. Hey, I'm doing freaking frog legs like probably Friday night or something. I got them in the refrigerator thawing out right now. So yeah. I can't tell how many people we got on, if we got people watching or not. Jennifer Bates, what's up? Jason, smoked French bread makes a killer breadcrumb. No, it actually, I could see that happen. Actually, I got some macaroni and cheese here I did in the smoker tonight, too. What's up, Greg Coffer? How you doing, man? Ooh. Let's see, I'm turning these babies over. You know what I'm afraid of is that I don't have enough flour. Because I got a good bit of... So I'm probably going to do all the next ones all in one more batch. Oh, and I made a remoulade. Let me get the remoulade. Hold on. So I made this remoulade tonight. It's been in the fridge marinating for probably a solid hour and a half. And we're going to dip some of these gator bites in there, kind of test them out and see what happens. Put that right over here. I'll try to fry them. That's I don't know, man. You know how you like to see a whole bunch of crispy stuff on fried chicken? That's exactly what this looks like. So, I'm guessing it's done. Look at that bad boy. So I need to... Not quite. Not quite. Almost. It's still just a, yeah, it's a double coat. Beer butter gator bites. You know, I've only done beer batter a couple times. So, and I actually haven't done anything fried in a long time. I actually just got this fryer. I've been looking around for a long time for a new fryer. I thought about getting an air fryer. And then Rick Albertini told me about this fryer where you can drain and strain the grease or the oil. And that thing is like awesome. I love it. So, deep fried, how's it? Tried Alligator in the 90s. So Gary Golden did Alligator in the 90s. Well, dude, it's time to try it again because I'm telling you what, this gator we've been getting is good stuff. Good stuff. All right. We'll let that sit there for a minute. Let's sit there and drain off just for a second. Put the top back on here so it can heat back up. Get ready for the next batch. Put a little bit of salt in here. Toss them around. A little bit more salt. So I don't know. I am, this batter is really thick. I'm gonna let those cool down just a second. We're gonna taste them before I do the rest. So I assume, Jennifer, you mean pull it off, right? Oh, Bob Phillips. You got a big paragraph there, buddy. Someone message from the group about lumberjack pellets from Larry, the pellet peddler. I've seen. Hold on. So anyway, yeah, so Bob Phillips, I don't know if you know this, buddy, but I'm a lumberjack dealer now too, or yeah, a lumberjack pellet dealer. So I actually haven't gotten my first pallet yet. I ordered a pallet about, it was about a week ago, and as far as I know, they haven't shipped it yet, so they should be shipping it any day. It's 2,000 pounds of pellets, and so as soon as that ships, I'll be selling lumberjack pellets. And so if you know somebody who needs pellets, I can get them pellets. 11 bucks for a 20-pound bag. That's a fair price. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to be selling my pellets for, but I know people that are in the Grill Beast VIP group, I'm going to be giving a nice deal to. And that way they can order, if a couple people want to get together and order a whole pallet, I can really knock you out a great deal and ship it right from directly from Lumberjack. So Chad, let me see. So Chad has the exact same fryer. I tell you what. Oh, dude. I just tore this piece of gator in half. That's how easy it fell apart. So, I know I got a lot of green onions on top of here, but as you dip into it, oh my God. Hold on. So look, you saw me break that in part. It broke it in half. That's how tender the gator is. Right? So I would say the breading is a little bit, it's very crunchy, but it's a little bit thick. So I probably should have just did it one time. Right? But, so I'm going to do some more. I'll tell you what, they're tender. They're good. They're really good. So, and they're hot. So, I am gonna, let me see what else we got. A lot of comments. So Rockin' Ryan asked if I ever deep fried using beer fat. No, I've not done that ever. Bayou Rick says some hot sauce on that gator. So when I made this sauce, I used mayo, hot mustard, hot sauce, horseradish, some pickle juice, salt, pepper, garlic. I actually used some of Casa M, whatever their base spice is. I can't remember what that was. And some green onion. I'm pretty sure that's what I put in there. I just kind of wung it a little bit, which I don't do very often. I usually follow recipes to like the T. But with sauces, I kind of wing them. Bob Phillips. Dude, it is delicious. So, I'm going to get the rest of these on here. And, because, like, we're late eaters around here. Always have been. For whatever reason. I think because I just work late all the time. And so the kids, everybody's used to eating late. And so, so that's what we're doing. So, let me just throw all these pieces in here. And I'm not going to double dip on these. I'm just going to single dip. And kind of see how they turn out. Because, to be honest, I'm like pretty low on flour. So, I'm going to be lucky to have enough flour to batter all these up. So, the last thing I need is to waste any. So, anyway. Let me take the lid off of here. Remove something, because I'm gonna, once I get these coated, it's going to be a sloppy mess, and I'm going to just dunk them in. Alright, so this is going to be a slurry. And so I'm going to see how these turn out different by just doing a kind of like a slurry kind of mess. Because I think the batter is too thick on those. I mean, it's good. It's crunchy. It's not like it's not crunchy, but it's just, it doesn't feel right. So, can you all see this mess? This is like, so look, this is actually very similar to some of the batters that I've seen people do. It's almost like mixing your flour in with your egg wash. So anyway, you can see, look at this, all gator meat. It's kind of like a bunch of it all gooey together. So I'm going to stick and just start dropping it in. And let's see what we got. If I can get it to quit sticking to my fingers, it'd be better. And I got to get them to make sure they don't stick together. All right, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to let that go, and that can be one batch, and I have one more batch after that. So give it a little shake, make sure nothing's sticking. So yeah, all right, there we go. I don't think my macaroni and cheese turned out too good. I made macaroni and cheese a little while back, and it was pretty good. It was a little tiny bit dry, so I took and I vacuum packed it and saved it. Kids ate it. I ate it. It was good, but it just seemed like it needed a little bit more moisture. So when I brought it out, I put it in a Pyrex dish. I added some milk, added more cheese. But the way it looks right now, I don't know. I don't think it turned out too good. So I think the kids might not be getting macaroni and cheese. Yeah, no. It was. Yeah, dude. It's definitely got some crunch to it. So. Jared Hogan, what's up, buddy? Greg, Josh King, you need to cool down. Oh, it's actually cold tonight, so I've been eating hot stuff all my life. So, like, when I eat something that just came off the grill or whatever, my mouth is used to that stuff. Jared, that salsa, dude, the sauce actually is really, really good. It is. And I really don't make that kind of sauce. I make like sriracha type sauces a lot, but this one's a little bit different for me. And some remoulade. And there's like so many different recipes for remoulade sauces. And to be honest, I mean, you could kind of wing it. Mayonnaise, you know, like a cup of mayonnaise, a bunch of spicy mustard, some horseradish, some pickle juice, some seasonings, some hot sauce, some garlic. Some people use Worcestershire, but then some people get really complicated with it, and I like to keep it simple. I try to keep my recipes, when they get complicated, I go to a different recipe. I don't have time for it. Add some bourbon and some OJ to that. So are you talking about adding bourbon and OJ to the sauce, Jason? Or, I mean, I do the shot of bourbon. And the OJ, I don't know, I'll save that for the next day. Hutch's Gourmet. That is a good fryer. I'm telling you, I love that thing. That thing is kick-ass, man. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it. And then when I got it, I was like, oh my God, man, that thing is awesome. You know, because, yeah, I know fried food isn't healthy for you and all that, but still, having some good French fries, some good fried chicken, or some good fried gator bites, you can't beat it, man. Now, I don't know if you saw the grilled gator bites that I did Friday night, and I did grilled gator on Sunday, Feast with the Beast, where I did some gator tacos. But I'm telling you, man, this gator, it grills up, it fries up, and here, hold on, I think this is, let that sit there for a minute. Let me, I'm going to dump these gators into the French fries, and I can put these other ones into here. So here's the thing, I don't see a whole lot of difference, maybe a little bit of difference on visual. Where's my salt? Throw a little salt on there. A little bit more salt. So let's try these out. This is just the slurry. And now that slurry there has been sitting there a while. So, you know what? I think I prefer one dip, not two. So, what I will say is it's not, like this batch isn't as crunchy as the other. It's a nice batter, but it's not crunchy. So maybe you just need to sit there for a minute. I don't know. I'm going to get the rest of them in there, and then we'll see how they turn out. By the way, I'm using Beast Nitro. Third pair tonight. All right, let's get this party rocking. This is the last bit. That is it. Close that off. French fries are getting a little chilly, so I got some batter on my pants or something. So anyway, did y'all grill anything tonight? The basket should be down when you drop. Yeah, the basket was down when I dropped, Jim. So all I did, so the basket was down, I dropped everything, and then I just took the fork because even though the basket was down, it still stuck a little bit. And so I just mixed it up. So, if you couldn't see that, sorry. What's up with the ribs? So yeah, the ribs. I got the ribs right here. They've been soaking in buttermilk. I don't know if you can see them good. But they've been soaking in buttermilk. And I just ran out of time today. I had to get two, my both front and my left bearings replaced on my truck today. Front brakes and oil change. So that was stuff that I actually did not have planned for today, but it just kind of happened. And then I got home. By the time I got home, it was like close to 5. My daughter got her new bed in. She wanted to put it together. And so it just kind of put things behind. I needed to have those ribs on by like 1 o'clock. And with me not getting home till 5, I'm not putting ribs on at 5 o'clock. I guess it wouldn't have mattered. We eat at 10 o'clock anyway. But at the same time, I didn't have time to do live feeds and all that kind of stuff. So the ribs are going to go on tomorrow. They should have been on today. What else we got? Your favorite meat cut from the gator. Oh, so I don't want to answer that, Rock and Robin, until Sunday. Because I have more gator pieces to cut, to eat, and cook. And then I have a whole tail to do on Sunday. So now I can do that whole tail all in one piece, or I can dissect it and pull all 4 loins out of that tail and do them separately. And I'm undecided on how I want to do it. I almost want to pull the loins out. I would rather do it that way. However, there's a part of me wants to do the whole daggone tail at one time. So, I don't know. when I wake up Sunday morning, I'll make a decision. Jason, to the batter. Too high temp will wreck. Oh, Jennifer, that's probably exactly what I wrecked the mac and cheese with. Too high a temperature. I put it on there. I think I had it on 350, but at the same time, I mean, I was just supposed to be heating that mac and cheese up, and it looked curdled, so I can't feed that to the kids. I've eaten too much hot sauce. I don't even feel it going in, going out. Oh yeah, Chaz, that's what happens when you get older. You can handle that hot sauce going in, you just can't handle it going out, right? Crispy is yummy. Yep. Keep it simple. Yeah, that's right. Keep it simple, man. That's just the way. That's my motto. I got too much going on to keep things complicated. It's been years since he's had fried anything. So actually, I haven't had anything fried from home in probably a few years. I haven't done any fried chicken, no French fries, no nothing at my house. Other than I'll throw French fries in the oven. And it's mainly because the daggone oil is just a pain in the ass. You know? So the oil is a pain in the ass. And then, here, hold on. Let me dump these over here too. Those in there. Turn that off. Pull the plug. Let me throw some salt. I tell you what, a pound of that gator bites, dude, this is a lot of gator. I'm telling you. Watch. When I get done tasting this, you'll see just how much gator's in a pound. Telling you. I really don't even need no remoulade sauce. I'm going to do it anyway. But I'm telling you, it's good by itself. Look. It bites right off. Let me see the steam. I have to hand it, that Coscam spice is really good. So anyway, what else we got going on? Yeah, dude. Actually, the first bite of every batch is perfect. It really is. Yeah, so Bayou Rick says it's the T-Fowl 8000. And that is, I don't remember the number. It is definitely a T-Fowl. And like I said, Rick is the one that turned me on to that. Truly appreciate that. I'm telling you, it's the best fryer I've ever had. And I've had a few. I've had a few that I thought were great fryers. But this thing, once that oil cools down, you just flip the switch and it drains into a reservoir. And you put it in the daggone refrigerator. And you clean your stuff up and you throw it up in the shelf. And your oil lasts for a bunch, and you don't have to keep it out and all that kind of crap, right? What else we got? Rock and Ron. Nice. Thanks for the response. Sounds like the great challenge. Looking forward to the Gator. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, the Gator has been great. I've had Gator like 4 times in the last since Friday. Tomorrow I am gonna have Gator ribs. I think I'm debating on whether I'm going to take them out of the buttermilk tonight and season them or just wait till tomorrow. I'm kind of tired. I don't really feel like messing with all that. I got a big mess in the kitchen from doing remoulade sauce and all that kind of stuff. And I still got kids that still don't have their stuff put away yet. I got one that's emptying out their bedroom because they got a new bed, and they don't have everything put away. So I got to get on top of that, make sure it happens. It's already late. It's 10:33. Now these kids, my kids don't go to bed till 11:30. So so yeah. Hey, does anybody homeschool their kids? I'm curious. I just started homeschooling one. I'm about to homeschool the second one. See how that goes. I'm not really happy with the public schools here, so I'm yanking them out and doing it myself. Doing it myself means there's an online course, right? And I know lots of parents that are doing homeschooling with their kids now. I've talked to a bunch of them, and their kids are excelling, right? Because they're able to learn the way they need to learn. And I don't know, man. I'm not happy with the public schools. So I don't know if anybody has the same feeling on that. But anyway, I know it's getting late. Appreciate y'all getting on here tonight. I know on the East Coast it's 11:30, dude. Out west, it's either 9:30 or 8:30. So appreciate y'all coming in. Rock and Ryan, you homeschool? All right, good. Appreciate. Maybe I'll give you a call and get some input from you. I'm trying to get as much input as I can so I can see which avenue I want to go. Or because there's different programs for homeschool, right? And so I want to make sure I get them in the right one. And anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Minus 34 could have some. Could use some homeschooling. Well, I might be able to use some homeschooling myself. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming on. I know it was a late live feed tonight, but like I said, I got hung up with my truck, got hung up with the kids, and you know how it goes if you're a parent. And I'm a single father, so I'm doing the whole thing. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to be on doing those ribs tomorrow, okay? And we're going to see just what I do to them. We're going to see how they turn out and all that kind of stuff. All right? Peace out, everybody, and have a good night.